Chair, that is how we communicate with the ID. She's receiving, I would want to believe, numerous emails on a daily basis, and therefore the practice then is we send to her PA, who then sends emails to her. But if there's something urgent, she has said that to me on a number of occasions. It was on a private matter when I was off sick, and then I sent the email to Sekhukhune. They said, no, Peter, when it's that urgent in the morning and you're not feeling well, please send it directly to me. You can copy Ino, but also send it to me. So if it's urgent, then you even call her, say, ID, I've sent you an email, please check. But when I send it to Ms. Sekhukhune, I'm sending it to her to forward it to the ID. That was the practice, or that is the practice in the office, and I'm sure that she gave her this email. I did not receive any response from the ID on this one, but on the other emails where I did something similar, the ID would have responded to me to show that Ms. Sekhukhune forwarded to her.
All right. That was going to be my next question as to what your experience is with regard to feedback. Would you get feedback that would indicate that Advocate Johnson would have received something that was sent to the PA saying for your information and saying this to the PA? You've answered my question. Thank you.
Before you move on,
yes.
The role of the prosecutor, and you can clarify for me which prosecutor, because there's a junior, you've got a senior, you've got you, the DD,
yes.
But then there's also the prosecutor at the NPA, as we've understood, they get to approve something. When it comes to the warrant, applying for a warrant of arrest, what are the approvals level? Who finally says something that enables, let's say, a Colonel Pariachi to go to a magistrate and eventually get their J50?
Commissioner Baloyi, what happens is when the team that's working on a case comes to a point where they have the view that they are ready to enroll, they make a presentation to the ID and with the CEO, head of operations, Mr. Soko, sitting in. So it is at that level where decisions are taken to apply for a warrant. I must be honest, I don't expect, and I've never seen the ID reading to a point of reading the IO statement. I don't expect her to do that. But in these memorandums that are sent to her, prosecutors would have summarized the evidence in the docket. This is 820, it is the affidavit of Brian Parayache, which says the following in brief. Therefore, but in the actual engagements with the ID, they must say to her, we are ready, these are the charges that we want to proceed on. Our application for a warrant is ready. Here it is, ID. Our bail statement is ready in case you're going to oppose bail or not, but we've drafted that, and those decisions are then taken. Go ahead, or no, I'm of the view that you still have to do 1, 2, 3.
So it's the internal, the IDEC internal prosecutors that look at this application and the affidavits before Mr. Pariachi takes it to court. Takes it to a magistrate who approves the J50. What I'm trying to understand, and it's been a question of concern, at least for me, but where were the lawyers? Maybe Colonel Pariachi can be excused because he's an investigator, but there must be some meaning to prosecution-led investigations, and so you say to us, Colonel Pariachi went to the magistrate the first time and he was turned back, right? Then the question is, well, does it mean the lawyers in there, the prosecutors, had never looked at his work before he went to the magistrate? So I asked the question to try and understand how it works, because it is an important question. What is the role of the prosecutors in what turned out to be a big mess in process?
Indeed, Commissioner Baloy, the prosecutors are there to do exactly that, to advise on legal issues, to read these affidavits. The affidavit would have been drafted by the investigating officer. But before he goes to the court to ask for a warrant to be issued, internally, the team looks into the affidavit. Each member of that team has a copy of the docket. They read the docket, they discuss these things. And the prosecutors are there exactly for that purpose, to advise on those issues. And the other thing is, once they agree that you are going to arrest, then the investigative officer Padayashe would have drafted a warrant, a J50 warrant. That warrant is first authorized by the internal prosecutor to.
In this case, the internal prosecutor, you were not there at the time. In this case, the internal prosecutors would have been either or both Ms. Tlachwayo and Ms. Ramsamy.
And Ms. Ramsamy.
Yes.
One of them would have then authorized that warrant. And for one to authorize the warrant, you therefore have to read first this affidavit.
Yes.
And to say, yes, we have a case, I agree with this. And the warrant also states the charges, I agree with the charges. Then the prosecutor authorizes that. Then the IO, Mr. Parayashi, takes his affidavit and the warrant, the J50, he goes to the magistrate to ask for a warrant to be issued.
Okay.
There's always a magistrate who's on standby, who's dealing with these issues. The magistrate will also do the same, go through the statement. If there's a charge sheet attached, go through the charge sheet. And if he's convinced that there's a prima facie case, and then issue a warrant.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let us take the lunch adjournment. Let's adjourn and resume at 2:10.